This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got YNW Melly is replacing his current attorneys with NBA YoungBoy's attorney Drew Finling in his double murder case after 2,387 days without a sentence. Now, he was going to be found guilty the last time. One person held out, and he didn't get found completely guilty. They're going to have to probably do another trial. And they're opting to do another trial. So what happens if the same thing happens this time? Drew Finling is a magic maker. He does make magic happen. So we'll see if he can get him out of this jam. But I don't think so. There's a lot of evidence, okay? The best he could do is keep him off of death row, I would think. That's all I'm saying. But, hey, Drew will take the case. But how much more money does YNW Melly have left? You know, he's been in jail for 6-7 years, right? I mean, come on, man. We'll see. Boosie, a big defender of YNW Melly, he just accepted he entered a guilty plea for they found guns in his vehicle. At first, people were trying to say he was putting it off on his bodyguards, but he couldn't do that. He wasn't supposed to have a weapon, so he's going to have to take... They recommended 2 years in jail and then a 3-year supervised release. He was facing up to 15 years, all right? So... he reacted. He just says he just want to put it behind him, move on, and just, he wants his fans to just wish him the best, pray for him. But I'll be honest, Boosie is not the smartest person to get caught up in something like this after you already beat death row at one point. To not live very carefully after that is almost like not appreciating life in a sense. The way he treats his kids sometimes and like they're dispensable and stuff like that. I think he's coming around to becoming a better person. You've seen him make up with his daughter recently who's taken life choices that he didn't really approve of and everything else. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. He's probably going to that's probably what's going to happen. They usually go by the recommendation, which will be 2 years in jail and then 3 years release, which if he hustles right now, he could probably come up with enough money to keep his estate going and everybody's family affairs going, I guess. He's going to be throwing a lot of parties in the next couple months. Got to make that money. Then we got Sophie Rain. So David Dobrik's back. Remember he disappeared from the internet because he was canceled? Well, he's back. And stunned after revealing she made nearly $83 million a year, bragging that she came close to matching LeBron James's earnings. I see David Dobrik's taking a turn with the content where he likes to hang out with OnlyFans models and stuff. So yeah, David Dobrik. Did people miss David Dobrik? That's the question. Let's see. David Dobrik back. And I think people were watching his videos again because they weren't for a while. Let's see. Vlogs not coming back confirmed. He says he's... So in the latest episode of the podcast, vlogs... Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. He does a podcast now, too. Now, he lost a lot of friends. A lot of people... He screwed a lot of people over that he used in his content. Jason Nash talks about him. I think Karina still talks good about him. A lot of people didn't really have good things to say about him, though, after a while. Like, he wasn't the best person. But he tried to appear to be such a good person online. I don't know. Anyways. Kanye says his Instagram's been compromised following a fake coin. This project is Yeezy Meanie. So that's that. I don't know. Who cares? And here's a thread of little baby being a thirst bucket. for. I don't know who this girl is. Is she a OnlyFans model? Let's see. Let's get to the thread too. Oh yeah, OnlyFans model was Pie. Okay, she's messed with Little Yachty too. Okay, so Little Baby's not only a thirst bucket but also a stalker. He says, "I'm in Orlando. I came to find you. So you went back home. I get it. On the way though, your house. I'm gonna show you crazy." She says, "You must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. You're not in Orlando." He says, "On God I am." She said, "Show me." Then he says, "I got the woman. The woman got me hyped just to disappear." She says, "I'm getting my hair done. Don't act crazy. Where do I live then? Stop." Little Baby said, "You like crazy. You like chill. Because ignoring me for weeks is crazy. I'm 25 minutes from your house. And I'm a be in your driveway." She said, "I don't like crazy. I'm a good woman. Stop that. Just miss me with it." He says, "Well, you could have just told me what it was instead of ignoring me. Ignore mean pull up and find me. Of course, I miss you. I had my hopes all up to see you with no response." She says, "No, it doesn't. Stop cosplaying." And he says, "At this point, you can't like peace." She says, "I'm going to be honest. I didn't cut you off because I don't know what IDFY means. Something I do mess with you. I do mess with you." Okay, that's what it is. "I just felt it was disrespectful on my end to take the point of sharing my body with you when I used to mess with Boat. I don't know your relationship with Little Yachty, but I'm that type of woman." He says, "Well, I definitely respect that on all levels, but at this point, it's too late for all that. Ha ha ha. And Boat my little brother no matter what. It ain't that type of situation, though. I've told Boat I'm on your body, though. Not since we've met, but before I even met you. When I seen him with you, I said, that's my dream woman. Definitely too late. You want to put Boat in a group message so I can confess my love?" And then she goes on to say, like, "Just buy me my dream car." And he said, "That's too easy. Trick Daddy over here, man." Little Baby, you know he's a lame. You know, he can rap. He got money. That doesn't make you cool. Like, this is, like, thirsty, bro. Like, it's insane. Like, no game. No game. And I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying we all look. I don't know if you've ever done this. Go look back at your text messages from 15 years ago or 10 years ago, right? Of you trying to kick it to people, right? We say some corny stuff, man, when we, especially when we're younger. Little Baby's not that old, so, you know, I don't know. He's just going crazy, but it's funny to read somebody else's messages, you know? Then read your own, though. I could read you some of mine that are just atrocious, like from back in the day. Where I'm just like, jeez, that was lame. I've done lame stuff too, bro. I'm not saying I'm the coolest. But right now we're talking about Little Baby. All right? So, anyways, I'll have some more news for you in a little bit. Sorry for the late start today. I had to catch up on sleep. I had a appointment at a car place this morning, so I had to repair a tire. So I just came back and went back to sleep by accident. So I'm back up, man. I apologize for that, but I didn't want to. I was almost like, I don't want to run on the run flat that's popped too long, but got to be safe, right? Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you on the next one. If you want to run ads on the channel, jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Peace.